Nolan Wall's friends and their attorney just made a really big mistake. They just sent warning shots at Nolan Wall's mama and his family, and I don't think a lot of people caught it. Tatum is literally walking these people into a trick bag each and every interview. So Tatum been telling this weird lie for a couple of weeks now that Nolan Wall's family is planning on suing his friends, right? Like, that's a lie that Tatum started, and that's a lie that he has been repeating for a while now, that Nolan Wall's mama and his family is planning on suing Nolan Wall's friends for money. Now, that has never been discussed. That has never been put out there. What actually happened was, Benjamin Crump and others have notified they are filing lawsuits with the social media companies so they can get records from everyone. They're not suing the boys for anything. They are filing lawsuits towards the social media companies. So, like, Tatum has been lying about this deliberately.
I think they have a checklist of this will get you the most money. Why are you suing kids with no evidence that anything happened? We have no evidence that any wrongdoing happened. It's still open to this point that Nolan could have just drowned. But when you're looking for a paycheck and you're not looking for justice, these are the things that you do on the day.
When you're looking for a paycheck, like Officer Tatum, these are the things that you do.
Yeah, they broke out in a bitch, yeah.
Officer Tatum. What if somebody called me in a comment? Somebody commented. They said I'm an agent of chaos or some shit. That's what the fuck this guy is. That's actually, he actually gets paid to do this shit, right? Not just with YouTube ad revenue. No. They say Israel actually funds him. You know what I'm saying?
Day of his funeral, this document came out. The day of his funeral, they filed to establish an estate in his name. Why would they do that? I was told they do that so they can then sue for wrongful death. Why at the day of his funeral are you trying to do this? The boy can't even be put to rest.
What do you mean? Bro. He said this was what did he say this was? Hold on. I'm tired.
Establish an estate in his name. Why would they do that? I was told they do that so they can then sue for wrongful death. Why at the
Right. Exactly. So that they could sue for wrongful death. They getting the paperwork in place so that they could sue for wrongful death. They having it just in case. It's still an open investigation. It's still suspicious. Still a trending topic. We not, we the Fed. We gonna do what we doing that. Regardless of whatever the outcome was, we doing that.
day of his funeral, you trying to do this? The boy can't even be put to rest. This is the thing that bothers me because
Tatum's
He
proof
says the day of the funeral as if like them couldn't have just happened to line up on the same day. You know what I'm saying?
that Nolan Wall's family is suing his friends for wrongful death is because his mama filed for his estate to be established. This dude is unhinged.
And that ain't
all
even
of this
what
is
that means,
unnecessary,
though.
isn't it? If my son were to go on a trip with his friends, and they clearly are his mother freaking friends, because he kicking it with them. He ain't kicking it with these other boys. He kicking it with.
Look at, they're clearly his mother freaking friends. Look, he's trying to get us to believe that no, they're his real friends. They would never do this.
With the white boys that you swear aren't his friends. Okay. My son go with his friends. He don't come back, he's dead. His friend's mama reach out to me.
Yeah, you're not gonna cry about it.
You telling me I'm gonna talk to Benjamin Crump before I talk to his mama? Benjamin Crump can't do nothing for me. He ain't there. He wasn't with my son. His son ain't connected to my son. But his friend's mama is going to do more for me than Benjamin Crump can. Why won't you talk to his mama and say, all right, let's talk. Hey, where were your son them at? I need the cell phone. Can I at least?
No, because the mama lies. No, that's not true. Because the mama can lie for her son. The mama wasn't there. The son's gonna tell the mama whatever. The mama's gonna believe because the mama don't want to see her son get locked up. Go away for life. So of course they gonna do what they gotta do to keep that son. That's what everybody gonna do. Come on now.
Look through their cell phone and make sure. Now, if you do that, and mom and them go, no, you can't look through my kid's cell phone, then you could start questioning. But for the...
I want to make this clear. Officer Tatum created the argument that Nolan Wall's family was going to sue the boys for wrongful death, even though the family have said, we don't know who did anything. We just want answers. Tatum created that lie. And then Tatum created a defense for that lie.
That's what you get paid to do.
But here's where Tatum went too far. Is one thing enough to create a lie and then you disseminate it for, your content, but it's another thing, right? To present that to the lawyers of Nolan Wall's friends and then having them respond to it. So what Tatum did, if you guys don't know, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys right off the bat, right? We're not prolonging this. Tatum asked Nolan Wall's friends' attorneys about the lie that he created. Well, hey, man, listen, yo, what's your response to them about to sue you guys? Huh? Who's about to sue the boys? Now, the attorney took the bait and sent a crazy warning shot to Nolan Wall's family because that's who Tatum was talking about. That's who Tatum have said has plans on suing the boys for wrongful death when they've never said that in any circumstance.
Do you think that the other side, because I've seen through social media that there's a preparation of lawsuits against the boys. Is there merit, according to your knowledge in this space, is there merit to pursuing lawsuits against them?
I am so glad you asked that question because I can answer that question definitively and unequivocally. Anybody who sues Jax, Warren, or Morgan, they're going to end up paying our attorney's fees. Guaranteed. Any lawsuit, and I'm going to warn anyone right now, anybody who is thinking for 1 second about suing these fine young men, these good Ocean Springs people, you're going to pay their attorney's fees. You're going to lose. You're going to get annihilated.
Is that right? Yeah, because you're the judge with the final answer. Right, you're the jury. Right.
You're going to get crushed. You have nothing. And here's the beauty of it. We know you have nothing because we actually have the evidence. We know what happened. And I'll just say it like this. We have a pair of aces and you have 2-7 offsuit. If you're looking for someone to support and if you're looking for people who tell the truth and like evidence and common sense, you should support these guys, not the other guys who traffic in lies. All right, now there's a Give, Send, Go page, right? Those donations are very important. We have an incredible...
Who's trafficking lies? We just trying to get to the bottom of it. It's suspicious. There's a lot of suspicions. A lot of questions that need to be answered. That's all it is. There's no lies. We're just trying to figure out what really happened.
Send Go page, right? Those donations are very important. We have an incredible legal team. I'm very, very privileged to be working with Tyler Cox, called Cox, right? Right, so, but...
When Officer Tatum referred to the other side, he was referring to Nolan Wall's mama and his family because who else did he ever talk about filing a lawsuit on the boys? So when the attorney said the other side, I assume he's also referring to Nolan Wall's family when he says, if you want to support these dudes, not the other side who be telling lies, support their fundraiser. So in my opinion, that's him saying, yo, support these boys' fundraiser, not their fundraiser. which is just a nasty thing to do. Also saying, oh, hey, man, listen, if y'all sue, hey, man, hey, bro, you gonna lose, you gonna have to pay up. So warning shot, huh? Tatum literally just made that up. But you guys just...
The only way somebody would even sue, like, it would be the family of Nolan Wells, and it would be after the fact that they had enough evidence that y'all actually killed her fucking son for wrongful in this wrongful death. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just express your real feelings. Y'all just express your true feelings.
Common
how y'all
sense,
really feel.
Common sense.
This is how y'all really feel about that family, man. Because y'all jumped on the opportunity to like quote unquote posture as if you guys are in control and posture to send a warning shot to the mama. That's absurd, man. That's crazy. Why would you do that? Now, it gets worse than this, bro, because this entire interview to me was just pure nonsense, right? It was a whole lot of, why would I do that? It's like, sorry, man. Yo, we like 6 weeks into this, bro. At this point, if you don't got nothing concrete, like nothing beyond a reasonable doubt, nothing, what everybody is. If you don't got nothing in 4K, indisputable, then stop talking to us, man. Wait till the investigation play out. We don't want to hear you out no more, man. But this entire interview was, why would I do that? They even had the nerve to claim that the attacks on them is due to racism.
So Ed, I got one question for you, because the way you guys articulate.
Yeah, and they've got to sit down with a black guy to make it, you know what I'm saying, to co-sign what they're saying. You know, it's true. Yeah, I'm a black guy, and I believe Nolan Wells' so-called friends, yeah, that weren't fake, yeah.
The defamation. Obviously, if someone puts out online lies, knowingly and intentionally do them.
Just think about this, right? I'm mixed, right? I went to a predominantly white school, right? Now think about the fact that a lot of these white folks did not like me. They did not fuck with me. Think about that. Now, have you happen to be, you know, the best football player at the school of basketball, whatever, then they will fake fuck with you. They will be fake racist. Yeah. They still racist though. You know what I'm saying? But just think about that though. You know? Even from not just peers, adults, teachers, principals. You know what I'm saying?
Knowing that they're lies, in part, that's a part of the defamation. But is the racial component, because when someone goes out.
This is about Nolan Wells. If y'all just now tuning in, see a lot of people just tuning in. It's about
and says things without evidence, projecting that this was a racial encounter. Is that a part of this defamation, or does that not count as far as your tactics on defending them or defending their honor, I guess, in this situation?
Defamation. That could be a claim, but like the investigation would have to be closed. This is still an open investigation, right? Lasagna, appreciate the sub. Make me want some lasagna. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Them or defending their honor, I guess, in this situation.
Well, one thing that we're never going to do is we're never going to speculate, and we're never going to.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. The only way they should get defamation is if this is a closed case. The only way Nolan Wells' family should sue is if the case is closed and it's found that they actually had something to do with it when they lied and said they didn't.
Guess, like some other folks who got their sugar highs and are sucking up all the oxygen in the room for now, and they'll have their day in court. But we can talk about what might motivate people. And I won't talk about any particular people because I am not inside their head right now. But I can tell you that racism for profit is a major factor here. And we don't have to name names.
Yeah, we're profiting off the white people because we're there, because we're racist to them. And here's the narrative once again that black people are more racist. Do y'all see this shit, man? Brandon Tatum, yeah, sit down with the black guy, co-sign this shit. Come on, man.
But racism for profit.
Can I ask a question? How come we don't see race folks always bringing up race? How come y'all making it about race is always bringing up race? How come look, this ain't about race, people. How come those folks can't stop bringing up race?
Now we're feeling racism. You know what I'm saying? Now we're experiencing racism looking ass. Man, y'all niggas is goofy. I ain't gonna lie, these new white folks that's claiming racism are some goofies, boy. Because anything you want to say about black people, bro, you can always go. There's always a reason why. Always a reason. And it's a valid. It's not an excuse. No, it's a reason. Not an excuse. A reason. So when you think about the reason, you may or may not accept it. Hey, this is what it is.
Now they saying the attacks on
not
them.
Everybody, you can know what the truth is. You can know what's real, and you can hate it, and that's just the life you're gonna live. You know what I'm saying? God bless your soul.
Is racial. The attacks on them is the result of racism. I thought, like, people who support you guys don't believe in racism, right? Like, I thought, that was a thing that black folks was making up according to y'all, right? Racism is not a thing. I mean, all right, man. Now, the thing that they really have to realize and come to grips with, and in this regard, you don't really blame the boys, you blame their handlers. Because their supporters and people who are supporting them currently, if you go online, they tend to lean towards the alt-right. They tend to lean towards white supremacy. Those are the people who are very loud and very vocal.
Bro, there's a lot of racism on the internet. And I'm gonna be 100. Y'all know I'm pro-black over here. Y'all know that. It's clear as day. But I ain't gonna lie. I'll post some shit about be some white people, right? And I got a lot of black folk that rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll post some shit or see some shit, and it's just straight black people in the comments talk about, oh, it's white people this and white, and then you'll go to another comment section, black people this, black people that. It's like, damn. Oh, there's racism on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But where's it at in real life, though? It's in that paperwork. That's why you gotta read that shit.
In my algorithm for their support of these boys. So because their audience is that, them even bringing up, oh, no, this is racism, it is very reflective of the tone of their audience in every regard. So when I say their audience, this is who I'm thinking about right now. The people who I see being loud, like, for example, like Jake Lang and that Lauren chick. These are people, right, who believes that people saying BLM was racist. And they still believe that to this day, right? These are people who take every stance against black folks when they get a chance. Every stance whatsoever. So if those are your supporters and those are the people you're attempting to galvanize, well, you're going to be looked at a certain way and you just got to accept it. It's really that simple. All right. Now, I'm going to spare you guys the details because they had responses to the CETO call. In all their responses, it was, Why would I do that? That's it, okay? Why would I do that, people? So I'm gonna spare you guys the 1,000. Why would I do that? And just give you guys a glimpse into exactly what their thoughts are of their response to the Cito call.
I can go ahead and say that as you posted that clip of all of us on the boat, as it's rolling, not rolling, but right there sitting in the water, Wyatt's on the phone with Cito in that clip. I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom of on the floor or something? Or you would have seen Nolan? I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom of on the floor or something? Or
That's his cover up. Don't you think you would have seen him or something? You know what really happened to him, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't in that photo yet. That's all it was.
or scrambling around, or everybody in a small space on the boat looking at him or something. I mean, it's just so crazy to think that, why would we call Cito if we have a dead body on the boat? I mean, why would we call the Coast Guard? Why would we do the things we did if we know we killed somebody? And then another following up on that is, why aren't we in jail yet? I mean, we're not geniuses. There's no way we could have done a murder. I mean, there's no way we could have covered it up, especially out there with that many people.
That's what a murderer would say. There's no way we could have done that. There's no way we could have done that with all those people out there.
Go ahead.
I think, especially about the Cito call, I think people, regardless of who it is going to believe what they want to hear. I think half these people, or not half these people, but some of these people you can't convince, regardless. They're going to believe what they want to believe. If they want to believe that my friends and I had something to do with Nolan dying, then they're going to believe that regardless of what you put out. But you put out, Brandon, that a clip of the boat when Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, and it is boldly clear that Nolan was not on the boat with us.
I think their definition of wildly or boldly, proven or certain is a little different than the rest of us. There's nothing certain, right, about that.
That's just that specific photo. How do we know Nolan wasn't the one that took the photo, though? You know what I'm saying?
Or certain.
Hold on, let me see something.
Clear that when Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, and it is boldly clear that Nolan was not on the boat with us.
I think their definition of wildly or boldly, proven or certain is a little different than the rest of us. There's nothing certain, right, about that 3 seconds. Nothing at all. There's not a goddamn thing that's certain about that 3 seconds. But the thing is, so somebody was only recording for like 3 seconds? They didn't keep recording? Like, you don't got the rest of the recording? And we can't see inside the deck. What are you talking about? And then thirdly, bro, there is no timestamp, time frame. There's nothing we have to say that particular boat, right, being towed away or sailing away happened at 4:30. We don't know. There's no timestamps. So I feel like what they think is, if you say something strongly and loudly enough, that people should automatically just take it to be the truth. Where no, this one too.
Oh, you know that well, Flacco. That's very true. To be successful on the internet, all you gotta do is sound like you know what you're talking about. That's one of the reasons why I'm struggling. I'm not that good. I'm not that good, y'all. Just not.
Too many lies told in this situation. Too many lies told in this situation for us to just believe anyone coming out and saying something. All right, so absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Right? That's not for certain. We don't even know when that picture was taken. There's a girl on the boat in tail suit, right? No, sorry, in a tail swimsuit. Katie had on a tail swimsuit. Katie was next to a guy with red shorts on the beach. Both of them, if that's Katie and the dude, both of them is on the boat.
That's what I'm saying.
Katie.
What about the person who was taking the photo? What about that boat? What about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he showed a timestamp of her on the island at 5:30. So if that's Katie on that boat, quote unquote, sailing away, then why is Katie on the island at 5:30 if you guys left at that time, right? So it's just things that don't make sense to me at all, just at all. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do you guys think about this, all right? What do y'all think, man? Do y'all believe in y'all heart of hearts these dudes are innocent? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right.
I don't know. It's just sketchy. They said no foul play. So let me see. Let's just hop on Google, because you always gotta refresh your memory. I be living my own life. I don't remember everything. Let's see. What are they saying? He died. So, how did Nolan Wills die? 2 weeks later, many questions loom. His body was found 2 days later, face down in the water. That's the thing. 2 days later, bro. 2 days later. Violent past of suburban man Nolan Wills witness threats. Chicago investigate team messages, case federal charges in the Nolan Wills case for allegedly threatening to murder witnesses and their family member. Order 33 is being transferred to the marshals. Enough as a federal charge. Witnesses. So someone threatened to murder witnesses, got arrested for it. A black guy. Oh yeah, they're gonna make that the mainstream topic. So let's AI it, because clearly we couldn't get it clear. As of Oz, the official cause and manner of death, Nolan Wills, is still so it's actually still, his cause of death is still undetermined, literally. So that all that he drowned shit, you can't even say that. But what they're saying is there's no foul play. The independent autopsy noted red discoloration on the back of Will's head, but the pathologist could not definitively conclude what caused it. Noted a red discoloration on the back of his head. So what is this discoloration? Did you take a sample of it? Did you swab it? Did you test it? Like, his skin is just red. There was no way you could have tested it or something. I don't get that. The state autopsy. Mississippi State Medical Examiner Office completed its official autopsy, but the district attorney has sealed the results and all case evidence from the public until they can be presented to a grand jury. So, the Mississippi State, they have done an autopsy, but they can't release the results of it until it's brought in front of a grand jury. So this case is still pending, bro. It's wide open. You know what I'm saying? Questions need answers to. And all that shit, he drowned shit. Oh, he drowned. They know how he died. He drowned. No, they don't know how he died. His cause of death is undetermined. Literally. It's literally undetermined. So you can get the fuck on with that shit. Because that ain't true. I ain't saying he drowned. I ain't saying they did it. I'm saying it's undetermined. And they still ain't figured it out. And he ain't drowned. So how the fuck his body end up on the island 2 days later? In the water, but he ain't drowned. Don't you think his lungs would be filled up with water if he drowned? I mean, if he's face down in the water, I'm sure they might still be able to fill up with after a while. I don't know. Probably so though. I don't know. But let's say they not. Don't you think it would be filled up with water if he drowned it? I don't know. I don't know. But something ain't right. That's what I know. They don't know either. So until then, you can't put it past nobody that was there. Because the last people who see them are always the number one suspect. Always. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 1 million. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I get it on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP tonight.